Hello everyone, it is Monday, March 7th. So today I'm going to let you in on a little fact about Japan. It's the concept of ceremony. Now, my junior high school is about to have graduation for all the third years. It's a pretty strict ceremony. We had rehearsal today for it. Now, I know graduation for America in junior high school seems kind of weird because I didn't have one. We get all crazy about the high school one, which is also a big deal here to graduate from high school, but junior high school is compulsory where high school is optional, although like 99% of students go to high school. But junior high school is the actual cutoff for compulsory education, so it's kind of a big deal as well when you graduate junior high school. So today we had rehearsal for graduation. Now remember, I'm on Spotlight for the ceremony, but I didn't have to practice with the Spotlight today because they were just running through all the stuff. But in an American graduation ceremony, you'll find that students are sitting like whatever and talking and texting and doing all kinds of crap that the teachers don't really care about. But you gotta pay attention in a Japanese graduation ceremony because you don't know what actions they're gonna throw at you. You know, there's like sit, stand, bow, sit again, stand up, bow, turn this way, bow, 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 sit, stand, dance, jump, fly to the moon, and all this crazy stuff that goes on. And it's so precise about what they want to see in the ceremony. So we had one teacher who's running the whole show and telling them what's going to happen and does the whole program and when they're supposed to bow, when they're supposed to sit, where they're supposed to look, blah blah blah. And so he's running this whole show. So he tells the kids, and you stand, then he asks you where's your hands, they need to be at a very specific spot on your sides, and then when you sit, he tells all the boys how they should be sitting, how straight they should be, girls, how your hands are supposed to be folded, and then even in their uniforms, all the boys have to have their collars locked, all the girls need to have their neckties neatly done and washed, because we have white neckties. That's how you can tell the difference between junior high schools. I never knew the difference in uniforms because they all look the same in junior high schools, but the girls' neckties are different colors. So at my base school, they have white, but at one of my visiting schools, they have red, and then at my other visiting school, they have like this dark blue / maybe black, I can't tell. But as for the boys, I can never ever tell which school they're from, so when one of them runs up to me, I usually am like, yeah, I know you, which school are you from? Unless they're my base school kids, because I got all those kids memorized now. Yeah. It only took me like 8 months to memorize my students. But it's really, really difficult to memorize your students because half the time you don't know their first names. Most of the time you don't call them by their first name. And their names aren't written in English on their name tags. They're written in kanji, and sometimes that kanji, I have no idea what it is. But anyways, so they're going through the ceremony and then they practice their bowing. How do you bow in America? Of course, everyone bows like me. Alright, maybe you don't, but I'm a bit dramatic, okay? So the teacher tells everybody how you're supposed to bow. Everybody needs to bow at the same time and at the same angle. Here, and then you're supposed to move like 30 degrees, so it's supposed to be like this. And you count to 3. But it's not like actual seconds, it's not 1, 2, 3. It's not that slow. It's more like 1, 2, 3, and then you can stand up. It was really weird because they kept practicing this and they wanted all the students to be exactly uniform. And for an American, this is very strange because we are not that strict about what you should look like. I mean, we have kids who get up on the stage, get their diploma, and they're just slumming around, you know, whatevs. We're not strict on what we're wearing. Hell, my university graduation, I wore bright red socks and tennis shoes. Under my cloak, I was wearing my taiko pants and a shirt that says Konnichiwa, bitches. It was symbolic, okay? I put meaning into what I was wearing. I had my Konnichiwa, bitches shirt because I was going to Japan. I wore my taiko pants because I love taiko. My Subadashi friends, most of them were at the ceremony, and 2 of them weren't because they weren't in town anymore. And then I wore tennis shoes because you can't wear red socks with heels, and I don't like heels. And that's how my graduation went. And there was no talking, no misbehaving. They were all sitting, watching, learning what they needed to do for the ceremony because it's kind of a big deal. I work at a small school. So all my students are really tight. They all love each other dearly. Actually, some of the first year boys came up to me afterwards. We were walking through the hallway and they're carrying their chairs, putting them back in their classroom. And they asked me, "How are you, Stephanie Sensei?" And I said, "I'm super," because that's my usual response. And I asked them how they were doing and they said, "We very sad. Sundensei are goodbye." Quick question time! Okay, so you asked me if I would do 2 videos a day and possibly make a new channel for cooking. Here are a couple reasons why that is so not possible. Number 1, I'm struggling to do the daily video thing. I even considered maybe I should tone down the everyday videos. Maybe I'll just make it once a week, just to make life a little easier. But I haven't fully decided on that. You can leave a comment on that below. The other reason why I can't do 2 videos today, especially a cooking channel, is because I'm not that great a cook. I mean, what I can make, I make really well, but I don't have a lot of variety in what I can cook. Which I'd like to learn more, but I don't think you want to see a video of me in my kitchen lighting everything on fire. That actually might be entertaining. Why were you not able to go to the orphanage? So that is all the time that I have for today. Don't forget to leave me a comment, tell your friends about my channel and all that jazz, subscribe, rate, and all that other plugs that everybody does on YouTube, even though I feel really cheap when I do them, but I'm doing them now. Everyone, I'll see you tomorrow. And I wore my Subadashi red socks because all my friends in Subadashi were almost all of them were there. Almost. I don't know what I'm saying. That didn't make any sense. I'm sorry.